Okay,
Explain.
so I'll be honest with you. I don't have
I know you
visibility
don't
to
have
everything, but if you continue to, if you say your daughter say, fine, mom, you do what you want. We're not going to have a caretaker. We're going to let you do your thing. You won't burden us anymore. We'll live our lives. Every time you fall, or every time something happens, you got to call the police, or you got to call the fire department to come help you up because you can't get up,
Yes,
or
and they've
a
done
neighbor
that.
comes and we have to kick in the door because we see you on the ground asking for help, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That happens 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Your decision making again goes out the window, and then Adult Protective Services comes in here and says, no longer are you going to stay in your house. You are going to go somewhere else, and they will.
That's
they
what
will.
that's what this one is
But they are.
planning.
But they are allowing
No,
you to
she's
stay
not.
in your house for now. It seems like you are still in your house now. What I'm telling you is if they're giving you the option while you don't like it and it's supervised, I understand. If they walk away from this and something happens to you, which it sounds like it's bound to happen based on your age and your medical conditions, you will be forced to leave, and then you will go someplace where you don't have a choice. They will put you in a home somewhere, and you will not.
That's what she's hoping for.
Well, it doesn't sound like she's hoping for it if she's paying or having people
She's not
pay.
paying for
Whoever is,
anything.
someone's paying something to get these people here, or they're volunteering, whatever it is, she's coordinating that.
Yep.
So there are people that are here that
Who
are
is
watching.
coordinating?
Either they are, or I don't know if the state's involved. I don't know. But there are
I-
obviously people here around the clock.
Yeah.
So that no one did that for nothing. I mean, people just don't show up to your door and say, "Hey, I want to take care of you." Someone's got to call
Yeah,
them.
they do.
Well,
You'd be
the wrong people do that.
surprised.
Don't let those people in. But obviously, they're trying to help. You're their only mom. Okay. While there might be some issues, they only have one mom, and they don't want their mom to be taken away and put into a home.
And I'm sorry to lay that on
you know that better than I do, so I won't tell you that you're wrong. I don't know. I just got here, but I don't think most people want their moms to go into a home. I think they want their moms to live out a good, clean, healthy life. But I mean, I'm struggling with this with my own grandmother, where we are at a point now where we're concerned about Adult Protective Services coming. We have someone that's taking care of her during the day, but we don't have anyone at night. So things happen at night, and at some point they're going to come knock on the door and they're going to say, "Hey, she's got to go." And we're just waiting for it, but we're doing the best we can with the financial resources we have and with the people we have. I'm not from here. I'm from another state, so they're all in
Where?
another state. I'm from California, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
So I'm happy to be in Texas. I don't want to go back
I
there.
bet you are.
But yeah, so I want you to live out the best life you can, and I want you to be happy, but just realize that you're going to have to meet them halfway, or maybe more.
And they may not meet me halfway.
But they understand, I think we all have to understand that if you guys don't come together, you're going to go where you don't want to go, and then you're never going to be able to come back. It will never be an option. You're going to have to give.
Aren't y'all happy now?
Could you explain, and I could be totally wrong, but the drugs that she's on, it specifically says you can't take this with alcohol. And we locked the alcohol away. She pried it open with a screwdriver and a hammer, and so then we removed the alcohol, and that's what she's claiming was stolen from her today.
And that's correct. Okay, so
But there's
I would be honest with you that she is an adult. If she wants to drink alcohol with fentanyl, she can do that. The reason why they say on there do not drink with alcohol is because it could kill you. If you have a death wish, you can continue doing that. It's not advisable. That's why doctors put those warnings on it, because people die from consuming fentanyl with other depressants such as alcohol.
I'm not a dummy, like they sometimes make people think I'm a dummy. I'm
You
not.
understand that consuming those things together
Yes.
while you're on medication is a recipe for death.
Yes.
It's your life. You can live it whatever way you want. I don't think your kids want to see you go out, and they don't want to see you go out that way. That's just my opinion. Like I said, I just met you guys, but I think they're just trying to protect you from yourself. That's what I would be doing.
Right. Alcohol and fentanyl makes for very poor choices.
Alcohol and fentanyl reduces her ability to be able to breathe. She already has COPD.
Yeah, everything that we do has something
Here's
to
my
do with our
question.
medical and
If
safe choices.
we are her primary caregivers,
Yes.
and we allow her to do things that we know any reasonable person would think is dangerous, then we are
liable?
That's a
liable
great question. I don't have an answer for you. You would want to talk to a lawyer
to a lawyer.
for that, because if from our point of view, if she wants to consume alcohol on her own and she goes in the cabinet, pours herself a glass and drinks it, that's her own doing. She's an adult, she can do that. You're taking care of her, I understand, but I think you have to figure out where that level of caretaking starts and where it stops. Like, you can't do everything for her, but you can make sure that if she falls, she gets up, that she has food available for her. If she doesn't want to eat, you can't force feed her
Nope.
and put it down her throat. You can't inject her with something, an IV to get her hydrated again. If she doesn't want to eat or drink, that's on her. If she wants to consume liquor, I think that would be on her as well.
So are we in trouble for removing the liquor from the house?
Technically, it's hers.
So you want to go ahead and prosecute us for theft?
It wouldn't be me, it would be her.
What was it?
And well, I'm not gonna put it in, but what about if she stays outside in the heat when it's 95 degrees or 100
For 3
degrees?
hours.
I mean, if
She's an adult.
it's an advisor, yeah, you advise her to come in. If she doesn't want to, she does not have to. But then again, I think someone would probably have to be here with her. It's suffering through that as well, which is, I know. She's a very strong-willed woman. I appreciate that, but I can see from your point of view that this can be difficult. I don't have an answer for all your questions right now, guys, because this is out of my purview. But
You gonna take us to jail for taking our liquor?
I beg your pardon?
I asked him if he's going to take us to jail for taking your liquor.
Well, I would appreciate it if when you did and do these things, that you wouldn't do it sneaky and that you would talk to me about it.
I told you last night. I promised you that when I took the liquor out of your room that you broke into there and spent 2.5 hours getting, that I wasn't
I
hiding
did.
your liquor. I was taking it with
They
me.
did that. They locked it away with the pills and everything else. They locked the liquor cabinet. It pissed me off. I'll
Fair enough.
guarantee you. And so I broke into my own liquor cabinet
it's fine.
and pried it open.
And-
I didn't want someone telling me what I can do and what I can't
I
do.
hear you. I hear you. Do you understand their point of view?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, repeat it. What's our point of view?
Your point of view is you just want out.
That's not what we said. We just want you to be safe. We don't want you to kill yourself.
Do you understand that they think that if you consume alcohol with fentanyl in your system, that you could die and they don't want you to die? Do you think that?
What am I taking for fentanyl, please?
Hydrocodone, fentanyl,
Hydrocodone, fentanyl,
and when you combine that with
sleeping
alcohol,
pills.
Yeah, the sleeping pills alone is a problem. You got to put the other two in there, and then it's like a really large recipe for major issues.
But the major issues, I have to speak for myself. The major issues are, I'm here. I'm a human being. Why don't you talk to me?
So I think that seeing that you're in the position you are, and they have power of attorney over your finances and your medical concern,
And you're
It-
telling me I can't get out of that?
I'm telling you, you would need to get a lawyer or someone to get out of it.
Okay.
And even so, even then, I don't know if you'll be able to get out of it, because once you're in it, things don't always get reversed. So, but I think just if you could humble yourself for a second, just realize that they are kind of in the driver's seat, and you're going to have to work with them. They have the control.
Wow, that really puts me in a...
I'm not saying you're going to be happy about it. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm just here to speak the truth to both of you guys
Yes, okay.
and let you know that they have the power right now. Power of attorney gives them the power to do these things.
Oh, that was the wrong thing I did.
So if, at this point, if they wanted to sell this house and put you into a home tomorrow, I believe, based on what I'm hearing, they could do that. They're choosing not to do that, but as you become more of a pain in their side, they want to alleviate that. So I'm just trying to give you advice to work with them as best that you can. I know you're not
I
happy. I know
understand.
you're the mom, and they're your daughters, and you're always going to be the mom. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm just trying to explain that
Yes, show me.
we have to do some give and take. We have to work on this together. Okay? Does that make sense? Is that fair?
Yes,
Okay.
as long as they let me have my say too.
Letting you have your say is fine. It doesn't mean that you're going to get your way, though. There's a difference, right?
Well, that's fine too.
Okay, all right.
But you gotta listen to me.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I hear you.
I hope you hear me, because you got a grandmother that you've got to remember. She doesn't want to be put in this position either.
She She doesn't. But again, there's a time where we can't go any farther in the direction we're going. We have to move off the line and try some other direction.
Yeah, because this evening I just found out that the rest of the family doesn't care. The grandkids
And unfortunately, you have two people here right now, and in my opinion, they care because they're here. You have a lot of people that aren't here, probably because they don't care, or they're not local, one of the two. But
they're here.
And they
okay,
care.
local enough, but
She has 6 grandkids that all care, come visit her, but they wouldn't come right now, so now they don't care.
oh, I see. Okay, well, I don't know. I don't know your family dynamics, but let's just try to work it out in the future because
I'd like to have my say
I understand.
before things happen in my home.
So if your
Because
daughter's
this is
told
my
you,
castle.
fair enough. I respect that. If your daughter's told you, Mom, we want to take the alcohol because we don't want you mixing with the drugs, what would you say?
I would probably listen to them and tell them, what are you gonna do? Why are you doing this?
To keep you safe, to keep
We,
you alive.
we told you that if you wanted to drink, you could have a drink, and we would sit here with you for another 3 or 4 hours to make sure that everything was okay.
I'm sorry, I did not hear that conversation. By the way, I have bad hearing infection.
That's okay.
And it's very hard for me to hear.
That's okay, that's
So
fine.
some things I hear, and
Okay.
some things I don't hear at all.
Well, what your daughter's saying now sounds like a reasonable compromise. They're allowing you to drink just in a supervised manner. I think that is very fair.
I think it's a great thing,
okay.
but they bitch at me constantly about it.
Well, it goes both ways, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
It does.
it's just the way it is with family, especially when they're real close to each other for a long period of time and it's 100 degrees out. It's bound to happen.
Well, it
Yeah,
sure should,
yes, and
because
we've been doing this for 10 years.
I took
So if we wanted to
kids-
put her in a house, in a home, we would have done it.
I won't say anything.
No, you're fine, man. There's not a whole lot more I can do on my end.
Mm-hmm.
If there is something else that we can help you with, you're free to call us back. But as far as this issue, it sounds like you guys are going to have to meet a compromise, and I can't force you guys to do that.
Yes,
So I hope you guys find that, but
it's very hard to find.
yes. But we need to get there at some point, or it's just gonna be a miserable last
Oh shit.
few years of your life.
No, I have not bitten one time.
Let's not make it miserable. Let's try to do, because it's on us. It's on us to make our lives as good as we can do. We gotta make certain changes. We gotta do.
It's a paper lead vote.
Oh, you're telling me I came from California. Okay. So, if there's nothing else I can do for you, I'm gonna take off. Okay?
Let me ask you something.
Sure.
Do I sound like I'm crazy?
You are not crazy. I don't think you're crazy.
Because after a while, you begin to think you are.
Well, you know you,
I know me.
and you know you're not crazy.
And I know I can scream up a storm when I don't like something.
Nope.
I want to be heard.
Fair enough. There's nothing wrong with that. But other people have their voice too, and then we'll find an amicable agreement.
But this doesn't give them the power to do what they want to do. Which I'm asking to please let me be involved in my own life.
And I think they will hear you out, and they will make the best decision that they know at the time based on the information they know. I don't think either of them are saying that they're not going to listen to you and hear you out. Okay? Sound good?
I will rev up those batteries so that I don't know how to work them. I don't know.
Okay.
I would love to see what's on the camera. I don't watch it. I don't know how to run it. That doesn't make me stupid.
No?
It's just I don't know how to take care of that, and I would rely on them.
Yes.
Without them, I wouldn't have Alexa.
So, Mom, we've shown you probably 24 times how to watch the video, and you don't seem to be able to retain it, but that's okay because you spent at least 24 times teaching us how to tie our shoes. So we haven't given up on trying to show you what's on the video. We have given up on arguing with you about what was said or what wasn't said, because it doesn't matter whether it's on the video or not. Well, if you want to learn, we'll go get the tablet and show you again.
I think what I would like to do is have some instructional outside person.
YouTube is a great thing if you can use it.
Can't figure out how to get to YouTube.
Oh, okay. Well,
You know what? She has enough grandkids, other caregivers, they can teach her how to do it, not us.
So, yeah. There's plenty of people that know how.
Well, I know there's plenty of people out there that want to know. But don't forget, I'm 88 years old, 87, excuse me, years old. That's one of you, I think. And it's hard to learn again.
I understand. I'm 33 and it's hard for me to learn, so I'm done with learning, I think, at this point. So
Yeah, no, you're not. No.
I feel like I am.
I'm sorry.
But,
All right, so you know what? He's probably got a lot of other things that he's got to go and deal with.
I'm sure
Can you, is there anything else you need to ask him? Can we let him go?
Yes, there is one other thing. I get the feeling I'm being treated like a dummy. And I know I'm not a dummy. By golly, I paid for this house myself. My husband paid for it until he was 52 or something and helped me. And then I took over.
I don't think you're a dummy.
And I don't think I am either. I'm just, what is the word? Here I go. I'm going to show my ignorance. I don't know what the word is. And I lose a lot of that talking to people because I have brain forts.
It happens, so do I. I get it too. But no, I don't think you're a dummy. You know you're not. So.
Do you have a card?
Do I have a car? A card?
Card. That's right. We'll get one next time.
No, these are all from my last agency. I don't have any new ones. I can give you my name if you want it.
Okay. I had a tablet.
He's going to give you an incident report ticket, which has the number and his name on there, I think. Is that right, officer?
Yeah, there's no incident, but I'll give you my name and badge
Okay,
number.
there you go.
And the reason I ask for this is because there are times when I need outside information.
Sure, give me a call. I'll call another officer.
And even if it's wrong, you tell me it's wrong, and I will try to get it up here.
Okay.
Because sometimes those brain parts come along and
No, you're fine. That's
I
fine.
stay awake all night.
We're available 24 hours a day, so
I know.
anytime you need us, give us a call, okay?
I'm,
Okay. Have a nice night, okay?
thank you very much.
Sure.